Good morning. Well, another indifferent week, considering last week we ran 27 miles, 15-mile long run. Come out again this week. The calf pain is back. I managed 2.5 miles on Wednesday, and then I went for a sports massage on Thursday. I had to stop at 2.5 miles on a planned 6 because the calf pain was starting to come back and I just didn't want it to take hold. So stopped, went for my massage, and now I've rested for another couple of days, and today is the last long run of this marathon training block. So I'm going to go and do my best to try and get up to 18 to 20 miles today. That is so long as the calf plays ball. Now, I'm starting off with my UCAN marathon fuel, and then I'm going to be taking another batch of this to have halfway through. I have got some gels and some energy chews just in case I want to supplement my fueling, but I'm just hoping that today goes well. Now, positive thing is if today goes well, we can push on next week and start to taper for the marathon. Negatives is if it goes poorly today, I think that's pretty much the writing on the wall for London. So yeah, without further ado, let's get our shoes on. Let's get these miles clocked up. Okay, so the plan for this run is I'm on a quick and easy 5k loop around where I live, just to make sure that the calf is playing ball. It's a bit tight at the moment, but I'm only 1.5 miles in, so we'll see how it goes for the next 1.5 miles. And then if I wind up at home and everything's been okay, then we're going to push out to do the 15-mile route that I've got planned, which is up to Telford Central, picking up the Telford Park Run large loop, running that. I think we've got it down at 5 times. It's a 1.6 mile loop. We'll get around there 5 times, and then we'll just run back, which should give us around about 18 miles. And if I want to do a couple more to get that up to 20, I'll then do another little 2-mile loop around the house where I live. So far so good. Like I said, I'm now 1.6 miles in. We'll get this 5k finished, call back at the house, we'll pick Nikki up, who's going to be biking along, carrying my fuel for the run and just being my little motivator on a bike, which I massively appreciate. Plus, if I get into any difficulty, she's there to help. So we'll get this 5k done and I'll check back in a minute. Well, 2.5 miles in, I'm almost home, and the bad news is I can feel the calf. Nowhere near as bad as last week, and I can still carry on running. I've just got a bit of a dilemma about whether to carry on and give it a go, or whether to call it quits. I don't know what to do. So we have got Biking McBikerson helping us out today. The situation is, I've done just under 3-mile warm-up and I can feel the calf a little bit. It's not enough to stop me running, but I do know it's there. So I'm just going to crack on, because at the end of the day, I've got to get this long run done, and I'd more rather, if I'm going to get injured, I'd more rather get injured on this long run than 6 miles into London and be really disappointed that I failed in a race. So if it's going to fail and the wheels are going to come off, I'd more rather, where is she gone? I'd more rather wheels come off on this train and run. Hang on, what's my support crew doing? Support crew, what are you doing? Are you okay? The support crew is letting me down. You ready? Okay, we're going again. So yeah, as I was saying, if things are going to go wrong and the wheels are going to come off any run, I'd more rather it happen now on a long training run than in 2 weeks' time down in London, because I don't think I've ever DNF'd a race. I don't really want to DNF a race, and if I've got an underlying injury, I want it to go wrong now rather than, well, I don't want it to go wrong at all, but I'd more rather it go wrong now than during a race. So yeah, I'm going to get into this race. No, I'm not. I'm going to get into this run and report back in a bit. We are 4.5 miles in, and actually, after that little rest, the car feels okay. Miles in, we have made it to Telford Town Centre, and we're just onto the large loop of Telford Park Run. And this loop is 1.6 miles long, so we're going to knock about 4, maybe 5 loops out. The ankle, calf, whatever it is holding up at the minute. It's not got any worse, so far so good. We are 8 miles in, feeling okay. Car feels okay. Left shin's a bit grumpy, it's a bit painful, and the hamstring's starting to tweak a little bit, but other than that, it's all right. I am 1 gel down and 1 hour 15 into the run, so I'd say probably just under halfway. If we go out for 16, well, just going to go however it feels, really. I'm on the second loop of the large Telford Park Run loop and doing a little bit of a nice downhill, which always makes me feel a bit better. Support crew's doing okay. She's learning how to film while riding, despite almost falling off once or twice and narrowly missing people and dogs. Anyway, head down. I'm going to get to the end of this run, and then we'll do an update on how everything is and what the plan is for the next 2 weeks on the Up to London Marathon. We've just passed 15 miles, and I have to say, I feel absolutely awful. Having this injury over the last 3 to 4 weeks and doing very minimal running has really knocked my endurance, and I'm just really worried about how I got stitched, I can't talk. Right, I'm calling it. 15:15, there we go. I can't put another step forward. So 15 miles done. I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you. I didn't know what I was expecting when I came out for the run, but I managed 27 miles last week. The week before that I did about 10. The week before that I did 0. The week before that I did 7. And that's when the calf injury was messing me around. And I think doing 17 miles over 3 weeks has really, it's just shot my endurance, and I just feel like I've lost pretty much all the fitness that I'd got over the 10 weeks worth of quality training that I did do. So positive thing is we've got 15 miles in, so I've done about 20 something, 20, no, not even 20. I've done about 17 miles this week. Negatives are That felt really difficult from about 10 miles on. I feel absolutely beat now. And I would have another 11 miles to do to complete a marathon. So I'm going to get home, I'm going to put my feet up, I'm going to ice my legs to try and minimise any further calf issues, and I'm going to review once I've had time to sit down and digest today's run and look forward towards London and try and make some form of decision whether I'm actually going to go and run it or not. Well, it is now Tuesday, a couple of days after the 50-mile run, and I've not really got a great deal to say about it. I know I finished that little bit off on Sunday saying that I was going to decide whether I'm going to run London Marathon or not, but since then I've given my head a wobble, I've stopped being a little baby, and actually I had my start details come through, so I'm going to pop up on the screen now, but I had my email from London Marathon to say that I'm in my blue start pen at Blackheath, wave number 7, so I can get to my pen time at like 9:14, or my start colour area. And then my start time is between 10:30 and 10:34. And to be honest with you, how can I not go and run London Marathon if I'm fit and ready to do so? I may not be where I want to be fitness-wise and endurance-wise. Not training properly for 4 weeks is going to do that. But I've just got to get in my head that I've had 10 weeks worth of really good training. I've clocked up a lot of miles in my marathon training plan. Yes, the last 4 weeks haven't really gone to plan. Not forgetting I've still got this week to train and I've still got next week, but next week, well, it's just going to be an easy run midweek and then the race. So complete rest and tapering down next week. This week, reducing down to about 17 miles. So I've given my head a wobble and I'm going to go and run it. Is the sub 4 on the cards? No, it's not. It's definitely not. I've got an A goal, a B goal, and a C goal. C goal is just to get round, get it done, enjoy the atmosphere, have a bit of fun. My B goal is to come home between 4:30 and 4:10, and that's a big wide B goal. But considering my PB is 4:48, I'd be super happy coming home between 4:30 and 4:10. That's that. And my A plan is obviously sub 4, but I'm not going to go out running at sub 4 pace, so I don't think I will get sub 4. As I said, plan will be I'm going to go out running 9 30-minute miles, hold on for as long as I can, and if I can get around the 26 miles running 9:30s or thereabouts, I'll be super happy. And at the end of the day, do you know what? If the wheels come off and I'm walk running near the end, I'm just going to soak it up and enjoy the atmosphere and get round and just have fun. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Always helps other runners find my content on this mass of YouTube. And please consider hitting subscribe because that always helps too. But for now, over and out, and that's me done. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.